all is good. Hello, love. It is day 3 of June's Spiritual Obsession Masterclass. As you are coming on, please feel free to say hello. I will connect and let's have this conversation. Oh, welcome to each and every single one of you to this masterclass that you are going to remember. A masterclass you are going to think about and want to keep thinking about until one day you just have to do it. You just have to live your chosen path. You just have to leap. There comes a time in your life that you're just like, the last straw is, and you have all that frustration and all that momentum, and you're just like, I can't take it anymore. It's time to do this, and it's time to leap, and we're going to talk about how. So we are pleased that you are here, and you have carved out of your day this time to be with us. We won't be holding anything back as we are chatting. At times I will be speaking, and other times I'm going to let Spirit speak through me, like you have already heard Spirit speaking. So as you are listening and I'm speaking, then sometimes I add in we or us, and that is Spirit talking. If you actually see me look away or close my eyes, that is also Spirit speaking through as well. I'm just receiving information during that time. I wanted to share a little bit about my story with you. And for those who are new and we haven't officially met, I am Sarah Sparks. I am the Soul's Guide to Freedom. For the majority of my life, up until I was about 30, I lived as any normal human lives. I graduated college with my BA in Human Resources. I worked for 2 local governments over the course of 6 years. I was an operations supervisor and a Parks and Rec director. I'll get more into that. I have my master's in public administration. I was intending to be an HR director and or a city administrator as I worked as a Parks and Rec director. And yes, I cannot watch Parks and Rec because it was just way too familiar. My life's calling wasn't to sit in a 3-hour meeting on how pigeon poop is disrupting the downtown area. I got married at, hello, Krista, how are you, love? I am so excited to connect with you and hear how you are living your chosen path. She's got an awesome one, ladies, so you need to connect with her. I got married at 23, bought my first home. We bought, my husband and I, my ex-husband at the time, we bought our first home at 25. We owned cars, we farmed land, had the job, had the house, had the husband, I had the body, the friends, the family, all the things. Yet I felt really lost, tired, worn out, pulled in many different directions. I was not living my chosen path. I was not happy. I was very, very depressed, planning to end my own life. And yet, from the outside looking in, my life looked really perfect. So maybe you can relate to some of that. Maybe not. I felt like inside of me, I wanted to be extraordinary, and I didn't really know how. I wanted to do extraordinary things. I felt like there was more to me. I felt like a part of me was hiding and missing. I didn't know what was hiding, what I was hiding from, or what was missing, and I really didn't know what to do about it. But I knew one thing for sure is I no longer wanted to obsessively think about, why am I here? What is my purpose? Why am I here? What is my purpose? Why I wanted the answers. I wanted to know. I was motivated to move forward. Sometimes I was motivated by fear of not being enough. And I didn't want to die. And I just didn't want to die and not have the impact on society. I felt and have felt for quite some time that I knew that I was to make. Something inside of me was screaming to get going, do it now. I have to know. Let's do this. Woman up, Sarah Sparks. And hence, 8 years later, from the time that I started my business till now, Create the Spark was formed. Create the Spark was formed because 3 people at 3 different locations in 1 month all said there was a spark about me, and they wanted to learn about that spark, and they wanted me to show them how to have that spark, and hence Create the Spark was formed. Sarah Sparks is my name. Like I told you, I'm married to Craig Sparks, so So Create Spark all just came into play. From my own experience and my own pain, and then working with hundreds of women, I have narrowed it down to 3 different problems that you face when you are trying to live your chosen path and figure it out on your own. And I've noticed that people do this, that you do this from like for a very long time. If you're like myself, you've read a lot of books, you've taken a lot of courses, you've taken a lot of quizzes on personalities and trying to figure out where you fit into the scheme of life and what it is that you are meant to do and why you are here. And I've been honest with you. It is not always easy and easy peasy lemon squeezy to be living your chosen path. Your chosen path is you. So the thing that you need to be doing, you have to become so comfortable with yourself and know yourself and step fully into who you are and allow your soul to lead. That can be scary. And we covered that yesterday of why we would be scared to be living our chosen path. And I get it. I totally get it. But that's why I'm here. I don't want you to feel alone. I want you to know that you have support, that Spirit loves you and you are worthy and supported and loved and valued, and we can do this together. And you have made a promise, especially those who have said that they wanted to know their chosen path and they're willing to walk it. You have made a commitment to Spirit to be living that chosen path. Do it now. Don't hesitate any longer. So let's take out a paper and pen if you haven't already, and let's get right to it. The three problems that you're facing by trying to live your chosen path and figure it out on your own. Number 1, feeling lost. The swirling thoughts of what am I to do with my life? Why am I here? This can't be all that I am here to do. These swirling thoughts are what is actually stopping you. As soon as you feel like things are starting to go right, you question it. Oh, is this what I'm supposed to be doing? You aren't trusting and believing what is happening to you is actually happening for you. There's something inside of you where you believe there's something wrong with you, whether it be not good enough, not strong enough, smart enough, pretty enough, just simply enough, or maybe it is you're not accepted, you're not loved, you're not safe. And I should stop right here and let you all know that I did post day 3 workbook in the units section. I also tagged it in one of the announcements, so you can also look in the tab under announcements or in units under the living my chosen path. Say what? Yeah, I know. It's corny title, but it is what it is. But in there that's where you can like print it off or just be writing it. I have it in PDF so you can fill in the blank, and I left a lot of space for you to take your own notes. I left space for you to fill in like feeling lost, and the other 3 things, the 4 things that I'm just talking about right now. Maybe it is that you're feeling like you're not accepted, you're not loved, you're not safe, or maybe you're feeling like it's my responsibility to care for everyone else. They can't do it on their own. They need me. There is a limiting belief inside of you, and by working together, Spirit has given me one question, and there are various modalities that you can find numerous limiting beliefs that you have and peel back to the core of what's going on. And people use the phrase of an onion very, very frequently. But I don't look at you like that. You can if you want, I don't care. But what I like to do is get to the core of what's really going on, that core limiting belief, and Spirit has given me that question. We get to the core limiting belief of what is stopping you and that you need to be aware of, and know how to create that new belief that supports you and your life, and that you can live from here on out. And we work with the subconscious again instead of against it to truly be creating this new belief. Heather, this is exactly what I'm trying to describe yesterday, feeling lost and chasing my tail. Awesome. Well, then I don't know if I said yesterday, Heather, that you're going to love today, but this is what I'm talking about, and I'm being real with you because all the things that I'm sharing with you is exactly what I have experienced and I've coached women on. So I'm glad that you're here. Thank you so much. All right. So there's that limiting belief. So that's the part of feeling lost. And number 2, a second problem that I have found of my own and also working with hundreds of women, lack of clarity. And I call these clarity blocks. When you have these clarity blocks, You stop yourself from having the relationships you crave. You stop yourself from having the job, the career you dream of. You stop yourself from being the weight that you desire. When you want to move forward, most times you tell yourself, well, I just don't know how to do that. So then you go on to something else that you do know what to do. But then you also go and do a whole lot of research to try to find the answers to the things that you don't know, and you just keep cycling. I need more information, I need more information, I need more information, I need to take another course, I need to do this, I need to do that, which I know is counterintuitive for me saying, hey, join my program. But I am teaching you to listen to your own divine guidance and have the confidence and trust in yourself to make the decisions that you want and that are great for you, and for you to co-create your life with spirit, with God, with the universe. It's not just giving you information. The course that I'm going to be offering and that will be starting, the whole new group will be starting at the beginning of July. This is not a group that you're just another course, another information that you're gathering. It is literally a contract between, I don't want to say literally because I don't want to put so much emphasis on it, but so Spirit, what am I supposed to share? This is your agreement with us, with Spirit, saying, you know what? I do want to know my chosen path. I am willing to walk it. Show me. I am in. I'm ready to leave. Just show me. That's what's happening. It's not just another course. It's not just another information. It's breaking and seeing that clarity. You can clear this up by finding and living your values, your beliefs, your passions, your principles. Third problem that I see is time and space. You believe that you don't have the time or space in your life to live your chosen path. You may believe your chosen path is so far from where you are now that is going to change your life so much and take so much time. But all that worry and concern is a way to stop yourself from living the life that you came here to have. When we believe that we don't have the time or space to live our chosen path, I'm going to remind you of this. We do have time. We do what is important to us. We do what we want or feel like we have to do. So you do have the time and space. It's reallocating how you are spending that time. And working together and living your chosen path is about you becoming your soul and allowing your soul to lead. I am living my chosen path when I am with my children, with my husband, with clients, when I'm out on a hike. I am bringing in resources and money when I am doing all those things because I am aligned with my chosen path. And part of that chosen path is me being that pure love, being my soul. My soul is pure love, and it is amazing and beautiful and strong and focused. And that's you. Like, you being your soul brings in all of the resources and money and the people and the connections all the time. It doesn't have to be just when I am in a masterclass sitting and talking to you, or if you're watching the replay. It is all the time. It's you, it's your beingness. All right. I know I can be a lot, and I just got off of doing a podcast recording, and I was a guest on, so I'm a talker, I'm a sharer, I'm also real, and I want you guys and ladies to move it and leap. Oh my God, I want you to leap, but I can't do it for you. So I'm going to share with you now how to live your chosen path. Ready? There's 12 layers, we're going to call them. 12 levels, I already have 5 steps to listen to your divine guidance, so I don't know if you want to say steps, but one step at a time. Let's do this. All right. Are you still with me? I see there's some people on. You can say hi. Don't be shy. All right. How to live your chosen path. Number 1, where you will identify and how to live your chosen path. You need to identify what is stopping you. What is that limiting belief? limiting belief, and it's the conversation we just had about limiting beliefs, but you have to identify what is stopping you, and you must work with your subconscious, not against it, to create that new belief and step into that new belief and be that new belief. All right? B. So that's A. So as you're filling out the workbook, that was A. What is stopping you? Live that new belief you can put down. B. Living from a place of gratitude. Understanding how to parent yourself, allowing that little boy or little girl inside of you to be free. And I'm talking to woman up, so I can just say little girl and you get it. But I also have male clients that come through. And I get to connect with. So I also add in little boy. But that little girl inside of you is that soul, that spirit inside of you. And there's 3 different parts of you. And we go through that and we explain it. And this was so great for me because for myself, I always wanted my parents' approval. I'm the youngest of 4 girls. I'm the youngest by 15 years. It was just my parents and I for 15 years of my life. Yeah, until I went off to college. And I sought their approval all the time and acceptance. And I had to learn how to parent myself, how to allow this little girl inside of me to be free and to show up just like I am now, channeling and being creative and funny and interactive. And how that ego affects your daily life, and not demean the ego, but be like, hey, you don't have to be so protective. So we cover that, we interact, and we figure that out, have real conversations about it, and we live from a place of gratitude. That's a whole lesson. And each of these steps are all lessons that I take you through. It's a 12-week course, but you get lifetime access to it. So it's not just 12 weeks and you're done, because I have done this program 4 different times in the course of 8 years. And so when Spirit tells me, hey, you need to grow, you need to elevate, you need to leap, go back and do your own course, then I do. So I figured, you know what? If I do that, other people should have access, lifetime access to it. So C, forgiveness, forgiving yourself and others. That's how you live your chosen path. D, releasing the past to create and step into the new. Releasing is completely different than removing. If you think you need to remove somebody from your life, it's going to be chaotic and stressful and a whole nasty process. But if you release them, the universe and God and Spirit go to work, and all of a sudden they're just no longer speaking to you. And sometimes you're released from people's lives, and sometimes that sucks, and I feel it, and it sucks. But to live your chosen path, sometimes there's things that we are holding on to, different beliefs that we need to let go of. And that's the releasing part. E, align with your values. So the line that you're filling in from the workbook that is in units, and you can print off and sure you have it available. E, align with your values. I've had many clients say to me, oh, I know my values. I got them, because that's part of the welcome packet, is for you to tell me what your values are. And what I have learned from my own experience is you don't know your values. You haven't taken the time to clearly define them. And as you grow, as you elevate, as you evolve, they do as well. And some people also like to argue with me that, nope, my values are my values and they never change. Good for you. The hundreds of women that I have worked with and myself, the values are very important, because then the values align with your chosen path, which then also align with the clients and the people that you want to surround yourself with, and the things that you want to be doing and experiencing in this life. If you aren't aligned with them, that's where the frustration, tired, worn out things happen. F, willingness to live your chosen path, your commitment, knowing you are chosen and knowing your worthiness. That's all part of F. willingness to live your chosen path, your commitment, knowing you are chosen, knowing your worthiness. That's how to live your chosen path. G, speaking with love, asking for what you want, saying what you need to say to yourself, to others, in business, in relationships, all relationships. But speaking with love, asking for what you want, saying what you need to say. That's G. That's also how you live your chosen path. And honestly, that has been one of my biggest things. I've had to work on the throat chakra, truly giving myself permission, parenting myself to open up, to make the offers I want, to ask for what I want, say what I need to say. Even I've had to learn that it's okay for me to ask the universe for what I want. I don't have to just sit back and wait for it to come in and be like, no. I mean, okay, that's a whole nother talk for another day. But for right now, I'm just going to say, I had to learn that it wasn't just me sitting back being like, well, maybe spirit will bring me this. Maybe this will happen. It was like, there's a sweet spot that I've learned that is like, you know what? I'm going to ask for what I really want. And then I'm going to believe that it's on its way. And I'm going to do all that I can to be available to receive it. I'm going to watch the universe conspire on my behalf to make this happen. So there's this sweet spot that we'll get to together to be living that chosen path and calling in what you really want. Calling in the clients that you want, speaking with love, asking for what you want, saying what you need to say. For these masterclasses, that's what I do, is be like, all right, Spirit, the women who are to be living their chosen path this month and saying yes and leaping, what's going on? What do you want to share with them? How do you want me to connect with them? Who are you calling in? And then I write it all down, and here we are. H, living your passions. Living your passions. I, listening to your divine guidance. And I don't know if I left room for this on the workbook, but I also wanted, like, you can put in parentheses. I'm just going to tell you how to listen to your divine guidance. There's 5 steps. Somewhere along the way, you are stopping yourself. I have a whole e-course. How to listen to divine guidance is all part of living your chosen path. But I'm going to tell you it now. 5 steps. Allow, ask, receive, trust, and act. Those are the 5 steps. Doing them in that order. And if you have your own process on how do you listen to your own divine guidance, awesome, cool. But we'll be covering that as well. That is literally the bee's knees on how you live your chosen path, is listening to your divine guidance. J, creating the life that you came here to have, creating the life that you really, really want. Just like what song? Who are the women? So tell me what you want, what you really, really want. Yeah, like that. What the heck are they called? Can y'all help me here? What's their name? But they were really popular. I was so much younger. You guys know what I'm talking about? All right, but that's J. And K, allowing yourself to lead with your soul, carving out your path. I have a journal that Spirit has given me with questions about allowing yourself to become your soul and dive into that. So that's all part of living your chosen path. What questions do you have so far? Spice Girls, Lisa, Lisa, Christine, and Heather. Y'all say Spice Girls. Thank you. I love it. All right. What questions do you have before I go on? Any questions about living your chosen path? And now that Lisa's on here, I just have to tell, like I said this last night in our group call. I had really wanted for, like, Spirit's like, no, you need to be channeling for Woman Up Spiritual Community. You need to be doing this Masterclass series, and they needs to be 3 days, and this is all the things. And Lisa ends up connecting with me, and she was never even part of Woman Up Spiritual Community. So you never know where or how or when what you are asking for is going to come to you. You just have to be ready to be ready to be ready to be ready. Oh, Heather says, baby, sporty, posh, ginger, and scary spice. I love that you know that. That is cracking me up. All right. So I want to invite you. So if y'all don't have questions, let me make sure no others are coming in. Okay. I want to invite you. So if these last 3 days, if connecting with me and you've been following me for a while, if you are feeling a nudge, called, pulled to be living your chosen path and everything that you learned so far, this is what you can expect from the group, is that anyone, anytime, 24/7, you will be able to be tapping in and listening to that divine guidance. You'll be all the things, the 12 things, A through K, of letting go and releasing those old beliefs and living from a place of gratitude and forgiveness, releasing, aligning those values, recommitting, finding out and discovering just how amazing and awesome and how worthy and valued you really are, that you have been chosen to come here. Speak with love, ask for what you want, have the confidence and trust in you to do what you have been meant to do. Living your passions, listening to that divine guidance, living that, creating that life that you came here to have, the life that you really, really want, and allowing yourself to lead with your soul. And I have energetically gridded the program so that you know, like, you know what, this is where exactly I'm supposed to be, and you feel like this is a safe environment for you to just explore and leap. The nitty-gritty details. So you get lifetime access to the program. You get 2 45-minute group calls, 1 Q&A call, all the videos, the workbooks. You get 1 channeling session with me that's valued at $231. I get to channel your chosen path. Lifetime access, that you have email access to me. You are part of a Facebook group, so you know that you have support with like-minded individuals. But really, it's up to you. It is that contract between you and spirit. It's not you saying yes to me or to a program or more knowledge. It's you saying yes to spirit and saying, you know what, this is the time. So if you want to schedule a free consultation with me, go to calendly.com/create the spark. It is in the workbook. I put the link in the workbook. And if you're ready to discover your chosen path and to live it, do it. Don't delay. Don't put it off. Don't procrastinate. Go and visit sarahsparks.love/work with Sarah to register. More details about the program are there. That link is, excuse me, I have the hiccups, in the workbook. So your homework for today, ask yourself, on a scale of 1 to 10, how committed and willing am I to change? And let me find the others, because I totally forgot that I added 2 more questions to this. You probably know, because they're on the workbook and I did not put them on my own notes. Let's see here. Ask yourself, where am I stopping myself? So I'll take you through and and I will help you find that limiting belief. But for you, for right now, journal about this. Where am I stopping myself? And then ask yourself, am I being nudged, pushed, tapped on the shoulder, pulled to live my chosen path, my calling, my purpose? Check in with yourself. I cannot force you. I don't want to force you. It's not my job. It's not my job to change your beliefs. It's just me here allowing spirit to work through me and guiding you. So let's close out with some heart thoughts. Spirit, what do you want to share from this book with these amazing women? Got to the introduction. All right, Spirit. Actually, I'm supposed to channel a message, so here it goes. We made you from the beginning of time. To not see you how, to see yourself not how others have defined you, but to see yourself how we, your soul, the divine sees you. If you want to start anywhere, start there. Stop listening to what everyone else is telling you about yourself. You do you. You love you. Step into who you really are, now and forevermore. All right. I look forward to connecting with you. Happy Thursday, and I'm so very grateful for this opportunity to connect. Namaste, friends.